Hello and welcome to the Simulation Experts. YouTube, this is the Flight Simulator Experts, and today I'm going to be showing you how to start up this gorgeous plane. This is the x737. It's made by eadt.com. The link and the resource to get this plane will be in the description below. Okay, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to start up this plane. Okay, so this is no ordinary X-plane plane. There are specific procedures that you have to follow in order to start it up. So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go up and look at the overhead. Once you click it, there's going to be a button right here in the top left. You click it, and then it gives you a panel. And you have several different options. But for now, to start it up, we need to select the complete overhead. So go ahead and do that. After you select the complete overhead, you're going to see all of these different panels. On the top left corner, right here, there's going to be a battery switch indicated DC. You're going to want to switch that on. What that does is that it gives your plane like almost a standby power. After it's on, you're going to want to switch this battery voltage indicator to BAT. BAT, that stands for battery. It basically shows how many amps you're getting out of it. Okay, next you're going to want to go down here, and there's a standby power switch. There's a battery mode, off and auto. You're going to want to hit the switch to the right of it in order to make it select auto. And when you do that, you're going to see some of your instruments lighting up. As you can see, my EFIS displays, my artificial horizon, and my engine measurements and indicators have all started up. So after that, if you have the plugin X Pushback, which I do right now, you can go ahead and select that, and you can hit the GPU. What that does...
Roger, DABBF GPU is hooked up and warming up.
What that does is that it gives you a ground power unit, so you have power in the airplane before you start up the APU. So since the APU, my GPU right now is starting up, once it starts up, you're going to see
DABBF GPU is running.
As you can see, it just turned on. Now I have GPU power there, so I'm going to go ahead and flick it on. When I flick it on, you can see that my autopilot has now turned on, and then now we have power in the plane. Now, after that, you're going to want to get some fuel. So you're going to make a fuel request. You're going to click on overhead panel again, and you're going to select make fuel request. Go ahead, and then you have several options. You have manual refuel, real-time auto, and quick refuel. What quick refuel does is that it takes the fuel, the max amount of fuel that you're allowed, that you can have, like that you are like permitted to have in a plane, and it fills it up maximum. And then you have real-time auto, which is the same thing, but it's in real time, so it's gonna manually to refuel your plane. So it might take like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And then there's a manual refuel. And that's the way that I like to do it, because what it does is it gives you your own personal touch on how you fuel the plane. And I feel it's more realistic, and you get to control how much fuel is actually being inputted into your plane. So you're always going to want to fill up the exterior and outside wing tanks first before you fill up the center tanks, in order to keep good weight distribution inside your aircraft. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this valve and open up that valve. And when you go inside the airplane, you can see that the fuel weight is going up, which indicates that you are being fueled. And also there's an outer ring outside each fuel gauge, which shows how much fuel you have and how full the tank is. So I'm going to go ahead and let that refuel. Okay, now while we're waiting, we might as well start the APU. So the APU is down here. You're going to want to flick it down once, and then you're going to want to flick it down again and hold it. Because it's like an ignition in the car, you're going to want to hold it until it starts up. I'm holding it for around 10 seconds, like 5 more remaining. Keep holding it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'll go ahead and let go of that there. You'll know when this APU is starting up when, there we go, and as you can see, your DC battery voltage is going down because the APU is getting started, and you'll see this indicator go up, as you can see right now. And now the APU is starting up. Okay, while the APU is starting up, we're going to go ahead and actually close our refuel. Since we see we have about 1,300 gallons on each side, which should be more than enough fuel for a journey to Philadelphia. Then once you're done refueling, we can go ahead and close up that panel. Now, as you can see, our APU is on. This blue button is glowing, and as you can see from this meter, that right now it's at 400. Okay, I'll show you. It's at 399 amps. So that's great. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the APU. Flick this switch down once, and that switch down once, and we can get rid of our GPU. So that can go bye-bye.
DABBF GPU is off and disconnected.
Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to actually turn down all our fuel pumps, but we're only going to want to put down the bottom fuel pumps because our solar tank has no fuel in it, and we're going to be pumping air to turn that on. So now we need to turn on our window heats, our probe heats, which are pedal heats, which you're going to want, and anti-ice accordingly. Now the next thing that we need to do is that now we're actually cleared to pushback. First I'm just gonna put up these mixtures for the engine, and the fuel pumps are down. So now we're gonna call ECC if we're on VATSIM, but I'm not on VATSIM right now. So let's say we're cleared to ATC. I'm gonna go ahead and push back tail right.
Okay, DABBF, we are ready to push back tail right. Please remove brakes. DABBF starting pushback.
Okay, as we're pushing back, I'm just gonna triple check everything. Standby power's on auto, that's on, PU's on, fuel switches on, anti-ice and probe heats are all on. Great. Then we're gonna wait for our plane to finish pushbacking. And the pushback process is complete. As you can see, the cart is moving away. Now, since the process of pushbacking has been complete, we can go ahead
DABBF pushback terminated.
Turn on
Clear
our
to
engines.
taxi. Good flight.
To turn on our engines, we're going to need to flick this switch once back. So you can see our right engine is starting up, and the left engine N1 back on. As you can see, both engines are starting up. We can turn on all of our lights that we need, that are required. And both engines are up and running. We can go back into our complete overhead now, and we're going to see these two buttons light up, which indicates that we can now power our plane using the engines, not the APU. So we're going to go ahead and turn off our APUs that are right there, and turn these on. And as you can see, our plane is being powered by the engine. And that's it. That is how you started the X737. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.